I would now like to invite our next inductee, Amy McLane, and her father, Frank Barone, to the stage. Our next inductee is Amy McLane from the class of 2000. A four-year member of the Beaver College women's lacrosse team, McLane was a three-time first-team All-Pennsylvania Athletic Conference selection at goalkeeper in 1998, 1999, and 2000. During her career, McLane posted two of the top 12 save percentages in NCAA Division III history, posting a .681 percentage in 1997, the ninth best all-time, and a .675 percentage in 1998, the 12th best. McLane also set multiple career NCAA records, posting the third best saves per game, a minimum 500 saves, with 16.76, and the 15th most saves with 821. On April 13, 1998, against Cabrini, McLane logged the eighth most saves in a single game with 35, while her .675 save percentage in 1998 was the best in all of Division III. Amy earned her Bachelor of Arts in 2000 in early elementary education with a concentration in special education from Beaver before earning her Master of Education in Special Educational Leadership from Temple in South Florida. Amy currently works as a grant coordinator for the Quality Early Education System based out of Hillsborough Community College in Florida, which she helped found to provide hands-on coaching and training to teachers throughout Hillsborough County. McLane and her husband John have 5 children: Gianna, age 22, Aubrey, age 17, Maya, age 15, Camille, age 14, and Adam, age 9. Amy is being presented today by her father, Frank Barone, who I would now like to invite to the podium.
Well, I am so very honored and fortunate today, and I thank Arcadia, Beaver is what I remember, and Amy for making this possible. I have the opportunity to describe my daughter, to help honor her accomplishments, her character, and what defines the person she is. So thanks for this, really. It's an opportunity that I'll never forget. You've heard about her accomplishments as an athlete, and to say the least, Amy was an outstanding lacrosse goalie, player, and team leader. But Amy always excelled at sports from a very young age, right from the beginning, through high school, into college, and even beyond college. She's always been committed to tireless to positively impact everything she did and everyone she worked with. Her relationships with other people and the way she encourages them and helps them is just part of Amy, just the way she has always been. Initially, Amy was driven by her own early struggles in education, and she etched herself a path where she could actually improve early childhood education for others, and she's done it, and she's doing it. Academically, after Beaver College, as used to be back then for me, she had her first baby. And at the same time pursued advanced training and education at Temple and in the Tampa Bay Area. She started out directing daycare centers, organizing them, building them, helping create them, and then creating and running a county program in education and safety, where she is responsible as a principal investigator and coordinator of the grants that fund this program. And it's throughout all Hillsborough County in the Tampa Bay area. It covers quite a bit. She trains others to make a difference on all education levels at all the county schools. It's much more than a full-time job for her, and she works to continually improve the program and promote the training and growth of herself and her staff and all the county educational institutions. Like her earlier exceptional performance in college athletics, she continually drills herself and others, always concerned with doing the best for the team and for education. This is true for her commitments to leadership work and bettering education, but also it extends into her marriage, friendships, and especially to her exceptionally high-quality parenting. She is relentless and self-sacrificing in considering and acting to support the needs of each coworker, friend, and family member. She does not know how to quit at this and exhibits exceptional drive to make the world a better place every day, in every moment, and for every person she comes in contact with. This is not blowing smoke here. This is truth, and she really is this way. She's always been this way. It's never changed. Now, in addition to her job, she has many family responsibilities, and you heard about the beautiful family and the beautiful grandchildren and great-grandchildren that I have benefited from. 3 daughters play competitive and high school soccer. All are Florida state champs. One of those daughters has gone to culinary school, is training to be a chef. The other is already awarded a full scholarship to Newberry College in South Carolina for next year. She's already committed. Her youngest, and then there's a younger daughter, just a couple years younger, who's also just as good in following in those footsteps. Her youngest son is 9, my grandson, and also plays competitive ice hockey, and now is trying out for a traveling competitive team with the older boys, 10, 11-year-olds. It's quite an accomplishment for a 9-year-old. He just started playing hockey a year ago. So how do they do it? How do these kids do it? It's all absolutely because of Amy. Amy's relentless support of her children's academics, they're all A students too, and also providing the scheduling, transportation to practices and games, and significant community council memberships, committee memberships that she's involved in to make all this work. All goes on along with that day job I was talking about, which she's doing so much for education. For Amy, every day is an expression of strength, support, and love to those around her. Her leadership in this never changes, as I said, and again, goes back to her early childhood. I cannot be any prouder to be her father. I couldn't be. And I am so happy about today. Thanks to Arcadia for what you've done for her. Thank you, Amy. I and so many others love you.
I too don't want to drop that. So I have 5 children. I'm not going for a 6. I don't need that record. All right. That was beautiful, Dad. Thank you so much. So thank you, Adam, Brian. This is so special. I said I wasn't going to cry. I'm not going to cry. It's not happening. Thank you, Arcadia University Hall of Fame Committee. I'm honored, humbled, and blessed to be inducted into Arcadia University's Hall of Fame. It's also an honor to be surrounded by a great group of people, faculty, staff, students, athletes, and coaches. It's nice to be back home on my old stomping grounds. Yes, it does look very different. I'm very jealous we didn't have a turf field, okay? We used to spray paint. I was telling the lacrosse team earlier today, I remember spray painting the grass green at times. So, but I'm old, I'm not young, so that was many years ago. But it's beautiful. It hasn't changed, and it's home. So it's nice to be back home. Arcadia, which I remember, like my dad said, as Beaver College, was simply just that, my other home. It was small, you knew everyone, and the community was tight, super tight. I think about my experiences, and I can honestly say I never really had a bad one. This is hard to imagine in college, but truly it's factual. The 4 years spent here were the best years of my life. I was able to focus on my education and play the sport I loved at a competitive level. These years set me up for future success. They taught me about extended family, my Beaver College lacrosse team and coach, balance, work life, school life, sports life, and it taught me how to take care of others, the community involvement, Special Olympics, we called it BASE, Beaver College Association for Special Education, which I was an active member, and it was founded while I was here, and it was who I was. There were so many professors that took the time to make sure you were just not another number. I always felt like I was somebody, and I was the special one. They always made me feel special. They always cared about your education and you as a person. I will forever be grateful for my college experience here. I was going to be a Buckeye. I was going to Ohio State. Best decision I ever made was to come to Arcadia. I wouldn't have set records at Ohio State, that's for sure. But first, I would like to thank my dad, Frank Barone. He has taught me everything about the game of life. Knowing the difference between right and wrong, and to be confident to always choose right, as well as to be confident in who I am and what I stand for. He was always my rock, my mentor, the person who believed I was the best and could accomplish anything, even when I really wasn't and I didn't. He always thought I was a rock star. The person who instilled in me at a very young age to be kind, to put others first, work ethics, and that greatness is truly only achieved within. It's never going to be a record. It's about the person you are and how you treat others. People don't care about the education you have, right? We're not going to die with that. They care about how you are with each other, how you are to people, how kind is your heart. The old man over there that at 73 works more hours in a week than I worked in 2, literally. Dad, if I'm around at 73 like you, I will not be working like you, I promise. I'm retiring at 55. Thank you for all the extra lacrosse leagues, showcases, private trainings. I made you do my entire life, my entire childhood. I started picking up a lacrosse stick, I think at 4, and I always had genius ideas to join another league, another league, another league. It was never enough. So I can't thank you enough for all of those years. Even when you didn't have it, you always found a way. My mom, Diane, who couldn't be here because she's watching my children in Tampa, Florida. Super thankful for her. She's been with me through the good times, the bad, anything I've experienced throughout my life. She was always there to encourage, console, and motivate me when I needed it the most. To my stepdad, Jim, the lacrosse player that never said no to the millions of times I made him train with me. In the cold, in the snow, out there playing with me. You were never too busy to shoot on me, to play catch, or teach me new moves. Thank you for teaching me the game and for loving me so much. Both of them never missed a game throughout my entire lacrosse career. They made it hard for me with my kiddos playing sports. It's hard to show up to everything. So, thanks to them for being overachievers. I'm still trying to make it to every game. To my husband, thanks for loving me endlessly and for, putting up with my independent, competitive nature. I absolutely love what we created. You will forever lose at most games. Even when you actually win, I will always be the champ too at trouble. Just saying. To my children, you are my everything. You are my greatest accomplishments, and you make my days bright and challenging. You will definitely forever keep me young. Again, being here is truly an honor, a privilege, an accomplishment I will cherish with great pride. Congrats to all the inductees. Go Knights.